Good evening, folks. You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network presented by Wiesner of Huntsville, and you're tuning in to our pregame show as our Huntsville Hornets host a great district battle game here against the Brenham Cubs. I'm on the call tonight, your host, Taylor Simmons, with the play-by-play call, and my partner here, BJ, as well with us also. BJ, thanks for being with us tonight.
Absolutely. Hey, last time we were here, all the band up here in the booth, we were talking about it. We had 2 triple plays that night. I'm not sure if that will ever happen again in our lives, but, man, it'd be nice to see. But it's good to be back here, getting to see Huntsville face try to take this game 2 in a 2-game series against Brenham Cubs. Looking forward to it, Taylor. Thanks for letting me hang out with you guys.
Absolutely, man. Quite a privilege. Yeah, we had an eventful game last time. The Rudder Rangers were here playing against our Hornets, and so we're expecting an even better one tonight here as we have a very, very vital district game here as the Brenham Cubs come into Huntsville playing the Hornets. Right now, as I look at the standings in front of me here, the Brenham Cubs currently hold a 2-1 district record and are sitting firmly in 3rd place, while the Huntsville Hornets are sitting with a 3-2 district record at this moment. So a win here from the Huntsville Hornets should propel them ahead of Brenham in the standings. And there's some pretty important games coming up here as we see that the Huntsville Hornets are going to be squaring off here against College Station after they play Brenham, as well as another non-district game with Fulshear, and then more district games coming up as they play A&M Consolidated in Montgomery. So, I mean, BJ, this is like the heart the thick of the district's time now where, I mean, these games are vitally important for the Hornets.
Yeah, this is the big one here in the near future tonight. You know, you kind of, after dropping those 2 games against Lake Creek, each game after that got pretty big and the target's gotten even bigger. And taking those 2 against Redder, you felt good. You knew you needed to get at least one against Brenham, because Brenham actually beat Montgomery Lake Creek 1 out of the 2 games they played them. So taking this second one tonight, man, it will give you a really big advantage in district standings and to give you a good shot at getting that second place, second or third place, but really aiming for that second place in district.
BJ, what were some of the takeaways from that game against Brenham that the Hornets are just coming off of that maybe would be a good thing for us as the fans and everyone out there to know as we head into this one tonight?
Yeah, I think some big takeaways. You had a strong performance by Van. It was vintage Van all night long. He had that moving left, right, up, down, had the batters off balance. You saw really nothing barreled up. Everything was either hit right to an infielder or a lot of pop flies, and which gave the defense plenty of time to get underneath it. So vintage Van, that's what we saw. We need a repeat strong performance from Noah Nieto. Last time Noah was on the mound, he earned a victory for the Huntsville Hornets against the Rudder Rangers. He only allowed 3 hits, 4 runs, only 2 of those earned over 5 innings, and he struck out 6 and walking 5. So you need another strong outing for Noah, and I do believe he is your ERA leader for the Hornet pitching staff, and so he's doing a really good job out there on the mound. And so you need that. Control the strike zone, limit walks, don't want to give anything away, and then capitalize on offensive opportunities. That's what Huntsville did last time. They scored early, put the pressure on Brenham, and with the situational hitting, Slater came up big with a big hit. Van Brady came up with a big hit. So you had the situational hitting. Hager came up with a big hit in the right spaces at the right time to get that 3-0 lead, and then just maintain a defensive excellence, play error-free baseball. We saw what defense could do whenever you needed it. When you were trailing Rudder, and to get you back into it, your defense played behind Van Brady, played behind Hunter Moore, played behind Colton Gilbert, and they helped secure that win. So play lights-out defense, you can walk away out of here with 2 victories against Brenham and well on your way to looking really good in district.
Absolutely. And for those of you who are just now tuning in and joining us, we thank you so much. You're tuning into the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network pregame show here. So Huntsville pitching crew heads into this game hoping to repeat the dominance that they displayed on Tuesday, and they came out on top against Brenham by a score of 3-0, in which Brenham's defeat was their first in the district, and that dropped their district record down to 2-1 and their overall record to 13-7-1. So as for Huntsville, they now have – yes, gotcha, okay, yes. And as for Huntsville, they now also have a winning record of 11-10-1. So this is a really important game. It's going to be very, very vital to see Huntsville get their bats going. And then, I mean, if that pitching, BJ, can just stay stellar as it's been, that's something we really are looking forward to here too.
Yeah, and you got two of your other guys that you got Nieto that could start. You got Hunter Moore, who's been pitching really well. He's been rested, so they haven't really needed him. So if he's got to come in, he's the one that should put all the zeros on the board against Rudder to get this get the Hornet team back into it. So you've got some options back there. If you get in some trouble, if Noah finds himself into some trouble, you can bring Hunter in. You got Colton Gilbert. You got options. So by winning game one, you have options. And so you want to come out with a strong start. You want to come out here and put the runs up early. And but you got some backups out there that can really show out.
So with that, we're going to go ahead and go to our pregame interview that I had earlier with head coach Justin Jennings. And so with that, we'll let you hear his words and his comments, and then we'll talk a little bit about that after that. Well, good evening, folks. We're here with head baseball coach of your Huntsville Hornets, Justin Jennings. Justin, thank you so much for being with us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Justin, so your team just coming off a 3-0 victory against Brenham, who we happen to be facing here tonight. And Van Brady had a tremendous bounce-back effort after his previous start against Rudder, which we were all confident that he would. Tell us a little bit about that game and how things went for you guys with Van Brady on the mound.
Yeah, he was really, really good, man. He was very sharp, dictated the whole game from start to finish, never let them get in any sort of rhythm or anything, never let them get anything going, and just was dynamite, and he needed that. He needed to bounce back after his first two outings, and we knew, like you said, we knew that he would at some point, but he was just really, really good and dominated the game, and now we need another great effort tonight from Noah and see what happens.
Altogether, your pitching group here has just been tremendous. What do you have to say about these guys and how well they've been pitching these previous games?
Yeah, I mean, they've really thrown it really well, and we've got some depth. We've got more depth this year than we've ever had on the mound, and going into it, we knew we'd be pretty good up front. We just weren't sure of the depth, but the depth has really progressed throughout the season, and now that we've gotten into district, they've done a really good job. We've got 2 or 3 guys out of the bullpen that have been really good for us. So they're throwing strikes, they're competing their tails off, and just getting after it, giving a great effort for us.
Now, Coach, I know you know this. We're heading in now to what is really the nitty-gritty now of the season with several big district opponents coming up, and we face Brenham here again at home. What do you see from your guys tonight, and what's been the message to them heading into this game, which is, I know, a key one for y'all?
Well, I think the biggest thing is, we have College Station next week, and these guys swept College Station. So going into that, you don't ever want to look ahead, but going into that next week, if we could take 2 from these guys, that would be huge for us. They're a good club. Offensively, they've been pretty solid all year. You got to figure they just had a bad night the other night, and you're going to get a better effort from them tonight. So we just got to do what we need to do. We need to make the routine play. We need to put some balls in play hard and be tough outs. And if we can do those things, I like what we've got. But I anticipate a better effort from Brenham tonight, and it'll be tough. It'll be tough here tonight.
Coach, we appreciate you taking the time to be with us, and best wishes on you guys and your team tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion hitter, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in decaf roadman.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
Huntsville wakes up to the all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy. Get a positive start on your workday with local news, weather and sports, and some inspiration and laughs to warm you like a hot cup of coffee. And now you can join the daily conversation with Brian and Tracy by calling or texting the KSAM listener line at 936-295-4102. Come on, neighbor. The all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy on 101.7 KSAM.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
And we welcome you back to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network pregame show. You heard Coach's words there, BJ, and why don't you add a little bit more to that and what he had to say about this Brenham team and going into tonight's game?
Yeah, I think the bounce back was definitely needed for Van, and I like the fire from Van. So hopefully, you saw Van coming off the mound, pumping his fist a little bit. You see the non-rattled Van because he doesn't really get rattled, but watching that fire, and you saw the way it pumped up his guys in the dugout. They came out to greet him after every inning, knowing this is vintage Van, so having him back. So, your pitcher started out, had a strong game. They're going to want to keep their pitcher from having a strong game. Last time out, Kime, who they're facing tonight, he's a junior pitcher for Brenham Cubs. He delivered an outstanding performance. He earned the win with a complete game shutout against a very tough Montgomery Lake Creek team, a 4-0 final on that one to get the victory for the Brenham Cubs. So they're expecting the same thing from their pitcher that we got from ours on Tuesday, their pitcher to come out and shut us down. So you got to go out there with a mindset of let's get to them. You saw early attacking with the Hornets against Brenham in Brenham. Kind of have the same mindset, but don't be patient at the plate. Don't chase everything because you want to string some hits together early.
Absolutely. Well, folks, we're getting real close here as our teams are going to be lining up and getting ready to hear the national anthem. I'm going to go through the lineup for you guys real quick as we get ready for the national anthem coming our way. So for the Brenham Cubs, leading off is shortstop number 2, Dalton Hart. Batting second is catcher number 3, Brody Tucker. Batting third, second base, number 9, Larry Mendoza. Batting fourth at the designated hitter, number 22, Drake Benke. Batting fifth in right field, number 19, Luke Hardy. And batting sixth at first base, number 27, Evan Curtis. Batting seventh in left field, number 11, Brady Rao. Batting eighth in center field, number 4, Barrett Coring. And then finally rounding out the order at third base, number 10, Caleb Maurer. And on the mound for the Brenham Cubs will be number 5, Dawson Kime. And your Huntsville Hornets lineup tonight, leading off at second base, number 6, Josh Stanley. Batting second will be also on the mound, pitcher number 3, Noah Nieto. Batting third in right field, number 8, Carson Woods. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 4, Van Brady. Batting fifth and third base, number 49, Jackson Slater. Batting sixth at first base, number 28, Brian Parker Jr. And batting seventh in left field, number 1, Austin Taylor. Batting eighth in center field, number 5, Johnny Waddell. And rounding out the order at catcher, number 9, Quentin Chardonnay. And playing shortstop tonight will be number 20, Colton Harding. Folks, that is your lineup for tonight's game, and we are about to head into the national anthem. And so when we come back, we will be getting ready and getting set for this great district battle here between your Huntsville Hornets and the Brenham Cubs. We thank you all so much for being with us and spending your Friday night tuning in to Huntsville Hornet Baseball. And we thank you also for tuning into our pregame show. Again, this is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network presented by Wiesner of Huntsville, and we'll be right back for the start of this game. Don't go away. We'll see you soon.
Country music is different than other music genres. Our artists sing about family, friendship, the ups and downs of this old world, and living this life. Country music tells the story of us. 101.7 KSAM is your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. And you can have this hometown connection right there on your smartphone with the all-new KSAM mobile app. It's in your iPhone and Android app store right now. And we also have direct links on our website, KSAM1017.com.
Hello, this is John Burleson, president of Buckhorn Roofing. We specialize in residential and commercial roofing. We do roof inspections and roof replacements. We offer a 30-year architectural shingles that comes with a manufacturer warranty and workmanship warranties. On our commercial side, we offer roofing for businesses, offices, schools, and hospitals. Roofs consist of TPO, PVC, and silicone coating. We also can offer up to 20-year, no-dollar limit warranties on all commercial roofing. Please give us a call at 936-852-2044 or visit us at buckhornroofing.com.
With the new year comes great things, and here at Wiesner in Huntsville, that means lower prices. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, and we're starting the year out by giving our best deals around. Come in and get a 2025 Chevy Colorado starting at only $29,995, or a 2025 Chevy Malibu starting at only $25,995, and get 1.9% APR. Need a full-size truck? Take up to $8,000 off a 2025 half-ton crew cab. Ask dealer for details right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Take advantage of the great inventory here at Wiesner Chevrolet, or visit us online at wiesnerhuntsville.com.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station. This broadcast is copyrighted by KSAM Sports for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any other transitions or counts of the game without the express written consent of 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. The following is a presentation of KSAM Sports.
Welcome you to Friday Night Baseball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, presented by Wiesner of Huntsville. Tonight's matchup features the Brenham Cubs against your Huntsville Hornets. Good evening, everyone. My name's Taylor Simmons on the call with you tonight, and joining me is my baseball friend here and co-host, BJ McMichael. Thanks for being with us, BJ.
Yeah, another great night of baseball. A little hour, pushed back an hour just in case some rain came in, but we are ready to go. Girls softball also, and on the other half of the field there, other side of the stadium, beautiful day, best ballpark in the district by far. And so as we get here, it's a beautiful night to be able to watch these guys come out and play some baseball. And we are hoping, of course, that our Huntsville Hornets come out on top.
Yeah, big district game here tonight, folks, with this Brenham Cubs team looking to take revenge here against the Hornets after dropping a 3-0 game on Tuesday. So you got to expect that the Brenham Cubs are going to be coming out here to Huntsville, bringing their best, and the Hornets have got to be ready.
Yeah, they're going to really come forward. You know, in the last 5 games, they've only earned, Brenham Cubs have earned 19, allowed 25. That's last 5 district games. The Hornets in the last 5 district games, they have earned 30 and allowed 23. So they're definitely in the plus column there, and they want to keep that going to this second game versus Brenham Cubs.
Yeah, we thank you all so much for tuning in as Noah Nieto is on the mound for the Hornets. And BJ, tell us a little about Noah and his pitching mechanics here.
Yeah, Noah's been coming in. He's definitely their Friday starter, number 2 starter. Season stats for the season here on Noah. He is he faced his second most innings on the team with 21 2/3 innings, but he's got the team leading 1.94 ERA and a batting average against of 156. So he's definitely done a really good job of holding down that number 2 position, starting position for the Hornets.
Well, the first 2 pitches here have come with 2 strikes right now at the moment, as one was fouled off. And here comes the 0-2 pitch from Nieto. And that will be called for a ball here.
Yeah, and this is what he's going to want to do. He's going to stay ahead of hitters. That's what Van was doing last night, or on Tuesday night, getting ahead of hitters, staying ahead of hitters, and making them have to play his game. And then, like I said, they didn't barrel up anything very strongly.
And that's going to be called for a ball 2 right there on that pitch. Another pitch low and in, but it's going to be called for a ball 3. So we have a full count here for Nieto, going up against shortstop number 2, Dalton Hart of the Cubs. Ooh, big hit going over there in left field, and it's caught by Austin Taylor for the first out in the top of the first inning.
Yeah, good job there by Taylor getting to that ball. Made sure to secure it to get that big first out here for the Huntsville Hornets. Even though pushed it to a 3-2 count, Noah was still be able to get him swinging and getting him to fly out.
So now up to bat is the catcher, number 3, Brody Tucker of the Brenham Cubs. First pitch called strike. Looked like a great delivery there from Nieto.
Yeah, Brody Tucker went 0 for 3 last night in last night's game, so you know he's wanting to come back. Whew. Noah's got some pop on it here tonight.
For sure, 0-2 count. Here comes the pitch. And fouled off.
Yeah, this is if Noah can, which he does, he comes in and makes some really big innings. If he can get 3 up, 3 down, and the Hornets can get on the board early, this could really be key for the Hornets to have a big night.
No rain, little clouds in the forecast, but it looks like a really nice night for a game. So don't think that we'll be having much rain, hopefully. So
it's Texas, you never know.
That is true. It changes all the time. 1-2 count. Here we go.
Oh, good pitch.
And the ball calls a ball 2 right there on that inside pitch.
Yeah, I thought he might have caught that, clipped that inside corner a little bit.
2-2 pitch. Outside for a ball 3. And he's called for a strikeout. First strikeout for Noah Nieto tonight.
That was a good pitch. I wasn't seeing that one being called as a strike, but I will take it. And maybe Noah and Chenonnet can work on something, keep working that outside corner.
Absolutely. If he'll call that one,
we'll take it.
Absolutely. Let's hang around there. All right, first pitch called strike to the second baseman, number 9, Larry Mendoza.
I like the way Noah's working here. He's working fast. He gets his call, gets his pitch, and working it in there.
0-2.
Brenham Cubs might want to try to find a way to slow him down if they want to, but Noah just seems to be dialed in.
Big hit going out there into right field as it's being chased, and it goes foul.
Oh. Was he deacon us? No, he didn't get it.
That is number 8, Carson Woods, out there in right field for the Hornets.
Yeah, I thought he was maybe a little trying for the dramatics there. Maybe would have gonna pop up with it in his glove and got almost on it. That would have been fun.
0-2 count. Nieto working really, really fast here on the mound, as BJ mentioned earlier. Here comes the pitch. And it goes to the third baseman, Jackson Slater, who fires it to first base for the third out. And that will do it. 3 outs. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs at the top of the first. When we come back, your Hornets are up to bat. We thank you all so much for tuning in to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, presented by Wiesner of Huntsville.
With the new year comes great things, and here at Wiesner in Huntsville, that means lower prices. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, and we're starting the year out by giving our best deals around. Come in and get a 2025 Chevy Colorado starting at only $29,995, or a 2025 Chevy Malibu starting at only $25,995, and get 1.9% APR. Need a full-size truck? Take up to $8,000 off a 2025 half-ton crew cab. Ask dealer for details right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Take advantage of the great inventory here at Wiesner Chevrolet, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Tonight's video broadcast is being presented in 2K Quad HD with a 4K Ultra HD enhanced presentation. Closed captioning is also available for the hearing impaired. This season of Huntsville Hornet Baseball is presented by Wiesner of Huntsville, home of the bottom line. And by Bill Fick Ford, no bull, just good deals. And by Buckhorn Roofing, expert roofing solutions in Huntsville, Texas, protecting your home one shingle at a time. So top of the first, if you're just joining us, was 3 up, 3 down as Noah Nieto worked really, really fast there on the mound, BJ, and now our Hornets are getting ready to come up to bat.
Yeah, he did, and for good reason. You got a kid like Jackson Slater over there as a vacuum at third base. Any ball that seems to get hit under him, there to him, and even at second he played on Tuesday night, it just seems to get right in the back of his glove and fired over to first. So he feels really good about his infield, and with good reason, because Jackson plays a heck of a third base over there. And so, yeah, that's the start you wanted, right? The other half of the start you want is you want to come up with some big hits and get some runs early on this. So part one of what's been drawn up to start this game off has been done. Now it's time for the second part to start off, and with Stanley coming up to lead things off. Batting 300. He's batting 300 in the last 5 district games.
Wow.
So he's setting the table really well for his Hornet squad.
Well, this is a tremendous guy to start things off here for the Hornets as we try to get some offense going here at the bottom of the first, and see if the Hornets can jump on the Cubs here early from the get-go.
Yeah, he's got the most runs, scored runs for your ball club, too, in the last 5 games. And so, he's setting the table just right, is what you want from a leadoff guy to get on base and to get the others to drive him around. So that's going to be neat to see what Stanley can do against Keim. Remember, though, Keim pitched a stellar game against Montgomery Lake Creek. So this is not going to be easy. This guy is a good pitcher. He is a stud pitcher for the Cubs. So you're going to want to see a number of pitches. You may have to fight some off, but you want to get deep into counts. Don't give up. Don't swing at things early. Make him work for it. See as many pitches as you can see so you can get him timed up.
And this is a significant pitcher here to take very seriously, as Lake Creek is at the top of the district and has been one of the best teams in our district here. And so I know this is definitely going to be a challenge here tonight for the Hornets.
Yeah, it really will be. But what a heck of a challenge if you can step up and score a couple of runs. It's a big time for our guys.
Absolutely. Here comes the first pitch from Keim now. And it's called strike to Stanley. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and it's called for a ball. We'll see what Stanley spots here and wants to jump on to get out from the get-go. One pitch. And it's going to be a ball 2 there.
Yeah, good take there by Stanley's. Like I said, he's going to make him work for it. Anything to do to get on base.
And that's going to be a strike 2 called there. And that's outside.
Oh. He made me think he was fixing to pull the trigger on that one.
Now we have a full count, folks. 3-2.
Taking a long time here on this one.
Here comes the 3-2 pitch to Stanley. And it's inside for ball 4, and he takes first base.
Yeah, that's going to be dangerous for the Brenham Cubs. Good for the Hornets, getting Stanley on the base there, especially with Nieto coming up. Noah is your doubles leader, I believe, for the – no. He got passed up by Hager last night, so I guess. No, I'm just kidding. Nieto is your doubles leader for your team for the season.
Noah, a very special hitter here as he is now in the batter's box as Keim gets set for his pitch. And here it comes, and it's going to be a ball for the first one.
Yeah, I could see them sending Stanley here next couple of pitches.
I was going to ask you that, BJ. You think that's something that we might be seeing here?
Yeah,
a little bit more aggressiveness on the base?
Yeah,
bases?
That's what Jenny's been talking about, being a little bit more aggressive, stealing some more bases. So I would say the next couple of pitches, he's probably going to be going. You can see some pitch outs there.
So ball 2 there for Keim, as pitch seems to be getting away from him and going more on these outside corners, but a little too wide.
Yeah, Nieto's been seeing the ball pretty well. He's one off the lead for walks for the whole season, for the team lead for the entire season.
And there's the call there on the corner as for strike 1 to Nieto.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Got to make him work for it, take a pitch there.
2-1 count to Nieto with Stanley taking good lead here from first base.
Yeah, you got Keim taking some long looks in here, trying to throw the batters off, runners off. You got some Hornet bench over there cheering them on.
I was wondering if Nieto would consider throwing a pickoff throw there, and he did, and Stanley is safe at first. But Stanley is still going to continue to challenge and take his lead.
Yeah, it may settle in for a long night. This pitcher seems to like to take his time.
Yeah. 2-1 pitch. Stanley takes off to steal second.
He got in. It looked like he got
He
underneath
is
it.
thrown out by the catcher. Fantastic arm throw there from Brody Tucker. But hey, you gotta appreciate Stanley at least making the attempt. I mean, we got to be aggressive here.
Yeah, and he tempted that one. Wasn't able to get under the throw on that one.
Well, even Coach Jennings even seemed to be okay with that as well. I mean, you got to take your chances.
Yeah, you got to take a chance. Tucker just came up and made a big throw. Put it right where the second baseman could put the tag down easy.
So Nieto steps back into the batter's box with a 2-2 count. 1 out. And it's outside for a full count, ball 3.
Well, like I said, I'm not mad at the call. I mean, you try to get Stanley in, especially with Nieto up to bat. You try to get him at second, get him in scoring position, especially with the kid that's leading the team in doubles on the year. You have a chance to steal one here in the first. But still, you got 1 out, Nieto batting.
Oh, and that's going to be a strike 3 call on Nieto. Nieto thought it was a walk, but he strikes out.
Yeah, I think that one was closer than the other one that we got called a strike on. I think that one was a strike.
So right fielder Carson Woods steps into the batter's box here. Strike 1 called to Carson Woods.
Yeah, Carson's your team leader for the last 5 district games, batting 316.
Yeah, he's been having a really good season. Ooh, that off-speed pitch got him there for a strike 2.
Yeah, every now and then he's pulling that head out. He's got to keep that head staring down the barrel of the bat. Watch that ball hit the bat.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And Carson gets solid contact on it, but it flies out to the center field for the 3rd out. That concludes the bottom of the first inning, folks. You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Huntsville Hornet Baseball. We'll be right back after these messages and the 2nd inning.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion hitter, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in the calf rovement.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
And we welcome you back to the broadcast, folks, as your Huntsville Hornets right now head into the 2nd inning with the score still tied at 0. No hits so far in this game. So what we've seen so far is we've seen Noah Nieto on the mound, works really fast. And then on the opposite side, Brenham pitcher Dawson Keim seems to take his time here a little bit. So not really sure what to expect the rest of the way this evening, BJ, but we'll see, I guess.
Both are effective. You got both of them, getting out of the inning with zeros for both of them. So one works one way, one works for the other, and you knew this isn't going to be just an easy game where the Brenham was going to come out and just lay down. You're going to have to earn it. So Nieto's got to come out and do it again, and the bats have got to be sure to help reward him when they get up to bat.
First pitch is called ball here to the designated hitter, number 22, Drake Bentke of Brenham.
I do have a score update for you. The Lady Hornets are trailing 3-0, trailing Rudder Rangers 3-0 in, let's see, I've got old eyes here. Bottom of the third, looks like.
Solid hit into right field from Bentke, and he will take first base there as the Cubs come out the gate with a runner on first.
Yeah, hard hit delivered there in front of Carson Woods for Bentke. Bentke was one of your 2 hits for the Brenham Cubs yesterday, so you got to watch out for this guy too, Luke Hardy.
Right fielder Luke Hardy in the batter's box now. And so you know the Cubs want to get things going real fast in this inning for themselves. First pitch from Nieto here is a ball.
Yeah, they didn't really, this is a team that likes to steal. They didn't get on base much to show that off on Tuesday, so Noah's going to be sure to have to keep them close over there first and keep them from taking that extra bag. Oh, good pitch. Oh.
And it's called for a ball there. It is a 2-1 count right now. One thing I'm a little, I've noticed is that with Nieto's pitches coming in so hot like that, as soon as those Cubs have been able to get their bats on that ball, that ball's been flying pretty good.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit more solid contact on it than they did on Tuesday. Oh, we're calling for a new ball. Yeah, interesting field also over there at Brenham. They had about third way up the baseline was turf, and then it turned to dirt, and two-thirds of the way down the third baseline, and then it turned to turf.
Wow.
Had a little step up, step down action.
2-2 pitch.
Oh, good pitch.
And strikeout called there as Nieto gets his second strikeout of the evening.
Yeah, it took a little bit off of that one, kept it on the inside corner there, did Nieto. Really good job of getting him to swing way early and getting that strikeout, which is a big deal, especially having a runner on first. You get double play can get you out of the inning, and we've seen them turn those plenty of times before.
Big hit there coming from Evan Curtis to left field, and Taylor makes the out, as that is the second out now for the Hornets here in the top of the second inning.
Yeah, Taylor's getting tested out there.
He is.
Getting some shots hit at him, but he's playing them really well. Good to see Taylor out there. I know that you've heard this on the broadcast. Injured in football season. He was our leader on the field. Got injured, unable to complete the rest of the season in the playoffs, but now able to come back during district play. It's good to see him back out there.
Absolutely. First pitch called strike from Nieto to Brady Rao, the left fielder.
I know his buddies are glad to see him out there too.
Yeah, everything I've heard about him, he's a great kid.
Yeah. Great kid, great teammate. Does a lot to even whenever he wasn't able to play, he was always out there in his little scooter, knee scooter, helping out his team and helping out his backup quarterback who was thrust into starting position.
It was a 1-1 count, and the runners attempted to steal second, but it was fouled off.
Yeah, 1-2 count here, way ahead in the count here. You got a couple you can let him chase here. You don't have to give up the plate. You can try to get him to chase it and get this third out. Maybe some mix-up on the signals there.
Yeah, I was wondering how the communication might be in this case, seeing as generally Nieto is our everyday catcher.
He's our defensive MVP from last year. Yeah, he is the guy. Oh, good pitch.
And Nieto gets him swinging and a strikeout. That is the third out for the Hornets, and the third strikeout for Nieto. Fantastic job so far on the mound from Nieto. No score, and we'll take a quick break after these messages. You're tuning into the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. We'll be right back.
Huntsville wakes up to the all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy. Get a positive start on your workday with local news, weather and sports, and some inspiration and laughs to warm you like a hot cup of coffee. And now you can join the daily conversation with Brian and Tracy by calling or texting the KSAM listener line at 936-295-4102. Come on, neighbor. The all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy on 101.7 KSAM.
Bottom of third.
Tonight's broadcast of Huntsville Hornets baseball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network is copyrighted for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any other transmission or accounts of the game without the expressed written consent of 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. As we get ready to start the top of the third here, no score at the moment. And Van Brady steps up to the plate now.
Yeah, Van the man. He certainly showed it on Tuesday night, especially on the mound. Looking to do it here at the plate. He went 1 for 2 with 1 walk. So he's been getting back into the groove with really good hitting before district. Struggled a little bit here in district, but looking to get back into it.
Strike one called from Kime on Van Brady. Van Brady gets good contact to the shortstop as he tries to get to first, and he's thrown out. First out here for the Brenham Cubs.
Yeah, good hard shot out there. Just Hart's able to get that over to first to get that out for against Van Brady, but you got Jackson Slater coming up, which Jackson did a great job last night, or on Tuesday. He went 2 for 3, had a big RBI in the moment, and he scored scored one of the runs as well that proved to give them a 3-0 lead, and played a great defensive second baseman. So look for Jackson to carry on a really good night from Tuesday night and carry it on here. Even with 1 out, love to see this kid get on and see what he can do on the base pad.
Yeah, Jackson has been extremely effective with his glove out there, and so really hoping to see what he can do here with his bat this evening. And first pitch thrown to Slater is called ball.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything really overpowering, but he does move the ball around, changes that speed quite a bit, trying to get keep the hitters off balance.
And second pitch is called ball 2.
He's definitely trying to go back out to that outside strike zone. He's trying to see if he can't give the umpire some reasons to give him that outside strike.
I was going to say, BJ, he likes staying out there on that outside. And that pitch comes inside for strike 1 call.
Yeah, I think Jackson just waiting to see if he could get something, get a strike called now, ready to put that ball somewhere in the outfield.
And ball 3 called. We got a 3-1 count right now to Jackson Slater.
Yeah, what I love about Jackson, he's also very patient at the plate. He is your district leader, tied for district lead for Huntsville in walks, 6 in the last 5 games.
Contact there from Slater to the first baseman, and he tries to run it out at first, but the out is made, and so that's 2 outs now for the Hornets.
Yeah, Jackson late swing on it, able to put it over to right field, not necessarily able to get it between first and second, but he was thinking of trying to just kind of shoot that one through, unable to do so, and you got Brian Parker Jr. coming up.
Brian Parker Jr., the first baseman, steps up to the plate with 2 outs. And that first pitch is going to be called strike. It looked a little outside the plate there, BJ. But it was close. Contact there from Parker Jr. goes foul.
Yeah, Brian Parker Jr. went 0 for 3 on Tuesday night, so you know he's looking to try to get here on the board with a hit for his Hornets.
0-2 count to Brian Parker Jr. as he gets ready to step back into the box. And here comes the pitch for ball one. Hornets dugout trying to get things rallying here.
Get behind their guy out there. Oh.
And strike three called. Very unfortunate as those 3 strike calls went outside, but that will conclude the second inning. We'll be right back after these messages, folks. You're tuning into the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, presented by Wiesner of Huntsville. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hello, this is John Burleson, president of Buckhorn Roofing. We specialize in residential and commercial roofing. We do roof inspections and roof replacements. We offer a 30-year architectural shingles that comes with a manufacturer warranty and workmanship warranties. On our commercial side, we offer roofing for businesses, offices, schools, and hospitals. Roofs consist of TPO, PVC, and silicone coating. We also can offer up to 20-year, no-dollar limit warranties on all commercial roofing. Please give us a call at 936-852-2044 or visit us at buckhornroofing.com.
Start of the third inning as we get set for the Cubs to come back up to the plate. Nothing really going here right now, BJ, as it's been a little bit of a slow start, but still got a lot of game to go.
Yeah, slow start. Got to go after 8-9 and then back up to the top leadoff hitter. So Nieto really wanting to get Coring and Maurer here.
Center fielder number 4, Barrett Coring.
And then see if your Hornets can strike in the bottom of the third.
So center fielder Barrett Coring steps into to the batter's box, and Nieto's first pitch is called a ball as it's thrown high. Again, Nieto continuing to work quickly here on the mound. Second pitch called ball 2.
Yeah, Coring did not see any action in Tuesday's night game, so we don't know exactly what he may be able to do. He does bring speed and defensive power, but he gets a shot down the line.
Shot down the line as he's rounding first to go to second for a double as the ball flies past Jackson Slater into left field to Taylor. So first batter up, double given for the Cubs. That's a great start for them, and that brings up third baseman number 10, Caleb Maurer. Caleb Maurer.
Yeah, Caleb Maurer. I don't believe he got into Tuesday night's game either, so have to see what he is able to do. Noah's going to have to be sure to keep them right there at second. Probably have the infielders playing in, expecting bunt.
And there's a bunt, goes foul.
Yeah, I could see Noah trying not to give him anything that's right down the middle. If he's going to put a bunt on it, he's going to have to put the perfect bunt on it. Most likely wanting to bunt it down third baseline to pull that third baseman off the bag.
Right. Pitch goes outside for ball 1.
So you will see Brian Parker Jr. charging as hard as he can. If you can make that throw over to third, then he will. And, of course, you got Stanley that's going to come over and cover second on the wheel play.
One pitch. And there comes the bunt laid down, and the runner will advance to third base as the out as made at first.
Yeah, well, Noah had something on that one going over to Stanley. Stanley able to reach up and grab it. Able to get that out. That's big to be sure to get the sure out. The bunt was good enough where it was going to move the runner Coring over to third base.
So with the runner on third, this now brings up the top of the order here for the Cubs, BJ. And, you know, what can we expect here in this situation while we have the runner on third?
Well, hopefully get this out. Look at that. Perfect placement. What if I say perfect hard hit first base? Brian Parker Jr. steps on the bag and just gives it back to Noah. That would be what I want to happen.
Tremendous job by Brian Parker Jr. And Noah keeping that pitch down. And so that brings up Brody Tucker, the catcher, up to bat with 2 outs and a runner on third.
Yeah, that's exactly what you wanted to happen.
Absolutely.
There.
Pitch called strike as Noah gets it right there on that outside corner.
Yeah, man, that was just that's exactly drawn up. Parker, easy play for him.
And that's going to be a ball one there.
Yeah, maybe your guess is as good as mine on some of these tonight.
For sure. 1-1 count. And that's going to be ball two for Nieto.
Lady Hornets are struggling over there. They just gave up another 2 runs to the Rudder Rangers. It is 5-0 now in the 4th.
I believe it's their senior day over there as well.
Yes, it is. So hopefully they can get back into it.
All right, time called here as Nieto gets set back up, as well as Tucker here with the 2-1 pitch on the way. And that's going to be ball 3.
Yeah, still got to be careful with Tucker. You probably want to come after Tucker here. Mendoza and Benke, 2 of their bigger hitters. You definitely don't want them to come up with a runner at third. However, you don't want to give up just a meatball over the plate on a hitter's count here.
3-1 pitch. There's some hard contact there from Tucker, but it goes foul.
Yeah, early on that swing there, pulled it left of the third base bag. Neto's going to have to throw him something to get him off balance just a little bit, because he looks like he's sitting on his pitches.
And ball goes foul again we have now a full count with 2 outs.
Yeah, it was a good pitch by Noah. Tucker was just having to fight that one off.
And there's the ball hit up to the shortstop. Harding fires it to first for the 3rd out. Fantastic job as the Hornets allow no runs, and Nieto continues to pitch. He has now pitched 3 scoreless innings.
Yeah, and that's what you're hearing from Coach Early. He said the depth that they've got in pitching right now. We still have Hunter Moore that could come into this game if he needs to. You've got Colton Gilbert. You got depth, like you said, more than you've had before, and so you're seeing that tonight, at least in the first 3 innings.
We're going to take a quick break after these messages and into the bottom of the 3rd as the Hornets will get set to get back here on offense. Again, folks, you're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, presented by Wiesner of Huntsville. We'll be right back.
Country music is different than other music genres. Our artists sing about family, friendship, the ups and downs of this old world, and living this life. Country music tells the story of us. 101.7 KSAM is your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. And you can have this hometown connection right there on your smartphone with the all-new KSAM mobile app. It's in your iPhone and Android app store right now. And we also have direct links on our website, KSAM1017.com.
And we welcome you back, folks, to the broadcast here. Heading into the bottom of the 3rd. Nieto has thrown 3 scoreless innings so far with no runs scored. 2 hits have been allowed, but great defense all around has definitely been the endeavor here for the Hornets, BJ.
Yeah, and that's what you wanted from your guys, going behind Nieto after such a strong outing by Van Brady and then coming in behind Nieto. Having that defense play behind you gives you so much confidence when you're out there on the mound, knowing that you can give up some ground balls and that your defense are going to swallow them up and even give up some fly balls, and your defense is going to be sure and take care of it. But Taylor coming in here, he went 1 for 3 on Tuesday night, scored a big run for the Hornets, so looking to carry that over from Tuesday night.
So Austin Taylor at the box with the first pitch on the way, and it's fouled off. It's a big opportunity here as we come to the near the bottom of the lineup here for the Hornets, and you hope to see something kind of break through here at the bottom of the 3rd.
Yeah, especially with Taylor and Waddell, who's your stolen base leader for your team, coming up afterwards.
Yeah, just thinking like if you could get these athletic guys on the bases and then be able to get back to the top of the order and see what we can generate there.
Yeah, if you get these 2 on, maybe Q, bunt them over, and then you got Stanley, Nieto, Woods coming up, that'd be ideal.
And that's going to be called ball as we have a 1-2 count to Taylor. Kime coming with the 1-2 pitch. Big contact there from Taylor, flying into right field, and it's going,
That's
flying,
trouble.
and it just drops foul. That ball was hanging up there for a little bit, but boy, their right fielder, Mr. Luke Hardy, he had to get on his horse after that one.
He did, just got under it a little bit there for Taylor. I know Austin wouldn't mind having that one back, put a little less air underneath it, and that thing's driven down first baseline.
Absolutely. So Taylor stays alive, and he comes back to the plate with a 1-2 count.
You get Hardy moving over now to kind of protect that line. Oh, didn't offer at it. Good.
There was some great opposite field contact there for Taylor.
Yeah, he put a charge into it.
2-2 pitch on the way to Taylor.
That's a tough pitch to take.
And that's going to be a 3-2 count, full count to Taylor.
Yeah, great eye there by Taylor.
And here comes the pitch.
He
Contact
can
there
beat
for
this one
Taylor.
out.
He's running to first as quickly as he
Third
can.
baseman cut him off.
And he makes it to first as the third baseman way overthrew his first baseman there.
Yeah, he had to rush that. So third baseman did a really good job. Maurer did a really good job cutting the shortstop off, because if that ball travels to the shortstop, you're not getting Austin Taylor out. But he would just rush the throw a little bit and threw it over the head of the first baseman, so that is a throwing error for sure.
So center fielder Johnny Waddell up to bat here with Austin Taylor on first. No outs. Waddell, tremendous speed. Hopefully can lay a solid grounder here, and he shows bunt.
Got him.
Taylor is out as he took a lead off there at first, and the catcher fires it to first base and manages to get Taylor out. So very, very unfortunate there, as Taylor was trying to take advantage of a leadoff there, but gets thrown out and showing a lot of frustration in the dugout right now after that.
Yeah, you got to give it up there for Tucker. He put a really good throw down there. Austin just getting too far off the bag.
And strike called to Waddell, and we have a 1-1 count.
Yeah, talk about errors in the field, but base running errors can come up big too. And you got one base running and one caught stealing, one base running error there. So you got to capitalize on those moments and not make the outs right there.
Yeah, this Brenham Cubs team is playing with some real discipline and focus tonight, especially on the defensive side of things here. So here comes the 1-1 pitch to Waddell. And strike 2 is called. This pitch goes really outside here on this plate, and the umpire has been given those calls here to both sides, folks.
Yeah, and Tucker, give it to him. He's framing it up for the umpire there.
And strike 3 as Johnny goes down swinging. And so we have 2 outs now, and Quentin Chardonnay will step up to the plate.
Yeah, Chardonnay hadn't gotten as many at-bats as some of the others this year. But when Nieto's on the mound, he is his battery mate, so can do something big for himself here if he can try to get on and make a little 2-out rally. Yeah, he didn't see any action in Tuesday night's game.
So here comes the pitch to Chardonnay, and that is going to be called a ball. That pitch has looked like the one that he's been calling strike, so it's a little confusing, but
Hardy didn't snatch it back over as fast. Tucker didn't snatch it back over as fast as he's been framing the other ones pretty well.
Both teams have been making some pretty solid contact on the ball, but nothing flying out. And that is strike 1 call to Chardonnay. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Kime. And that's going to be ball 2.
Yeah, Q staying in there. 2-1 count. Got a little bit of a hitter's count here.
Here's the pitch. Contact there made by Chardonnay as he sprints to first base, and the shortstop fields it and throws him out. And that's going to be the third out and end of the third inning for the Hornets. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll start the top of the fourth inning, folks. Your score, Cubs 0, Hornets 0. We'll be right back.
With the new year comes great things, and here at Wiesner in Huntsville, that means lower prices. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, and we're starting the year out by giving our best deals around. Come in and get a 2025 Chevy Colorado starting at only $29,995, or a 2025 Chevy Malibu starting at only $25,995, and get 1.9% APR. Need a full-size truck? Take up to $8,000 off a 2025 half-ton crew cab. Ask dealer for details right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Take advantage of the great inventory here at Wiesner Chevrolet, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
And we welcome you back to the broadcast, folks. Be sure to listen to today's best country and all your favorites wherever you may be with the KSAM mobile app. It's in your app store for Androids and iPhones now. Take your hometown radio station with you in the car, at home, or while you're out for a run. The KSAM mobile app. Download it today. Top of the fourth inning. Scoreless on both sides. 2 hits for the Cubs. It's been a bit of a pitcher's duel and some good defensive play from both teams here, BJ.
Yeah, it's kind of what you expected out of both of these pitchers. Noah been the one to settle things down so far in the Hornet pitching staff. And then, of course, you got Keim, who's pitched 2 really good games. Not only did he have the 4-0 shutout versus the Montgomery Lake Creek, he also had a 6-inning, 7 strikeout against College Station. So he's demonstrated some strong performances before. So you can't be too surprised with the outing that Keim has had so far, nor can you be too surprised with this the outing that Nieto's had so far.
So solid power hitter for the Cubs. Larry Mendoza stepping up to the plate right now, trying to get things going, and Nieto throws strike 1 to him.
Yeah, I didn't see much from him last on Tuesday night. Went 0 for 1, but he did have 2 walks and 1 strikeout.
And that's going to be ball 1 there.
But he is one of their, as a junior, great infielder, and he does have a solid bat, so you do have to watch out for him.
And that's strike 2 called there to Mendoza.
Oh.
Solid contact made by Mendoza, but it goes foul.
That would have been trouble if he kept that one in between the lines. He turned on that one. Goodness.
That was some power off of that bat. Very threatening hitter here. If he can get it, if he can keep it in the field to play.
Oh, good pitch.
Woo! And that's a strikeout to Mendoza. Fantastic pitch there by Nieto, and that should be his 4th strikeout of the evening, I believe.
Q set him up really well on the outside. You saw the target the Q set up for him, and he wasn't messing around. He got to that spot pretty quick, got there faster than Mendoza's bat, able to get that strikeout.
Yeah, it looks like the two are locking in together with this chemistry here. Big hit there coming from Benty, and it goes foul.
Yeah, Benke put a charge in that one too.
Oh yeah. So these pitches have been flying. I mean, some of these balls, when the contact is made, they've been flying. That is for sure tonight, but they have not been staying fair.
Yeah, Benke also 1 for 3 on Tuesday night's affair with 1 strikeout. So again, another hitter in this Cub lineup you got to watch out for.
Big contact from Benke, going flying out to Taylor in left field, and he makes the out. Great job by Taylor as he makes his 3rd out of the night tonight.
Yeah, they must have been hitting him some fly balls and warm up. They're saying, hey, it's going to come to you a lot. So be ready to catch these when they come out to you. And Austin, of course, always up for the job to get those roam around left field and get those outs secured.
So Austin Taylor staying busy out there in left field tonight. And Nieto brings the pitch here. Contact made.
There's the vacuum cleaner.
Slater fires it out, and we've got a quick 3 outs right there. And so the Hornets will head into the bottom of the 4th. We have 4 scoreless innings now from Nieto and 4 strikeouts total, BJ. So great job so far from the pitcher.
Yeah, we just got to get some hits on the board. 1-0 that's glaring right there. 0 hits for the Hornets. So You got your top of the lineup coming up, and they need to change that quickly because their pitcher is dealing, and they need to give them some help, run support out there.
So with that, folks, we'll go to a quick break here, and we'll be right back at the bottom of the fourth. You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network presented by Wiesner of Huntsville. Don't go.
Hello, this is John Burleson, president of Buckhorn Roofing. We specialize in residential and commercial roofing. We do roof inspections and roof replacements. We offer a 30-year architectural shingles that comes with a manufacturer warranty and workmanship warranties. On our commercial side, we offer roofing for businesses, offices, schools, and hospitals. Roofs consist of TPO, PVC, and silicone coating. We also can offer up to 20-year, no-dollar limit warranties on all commercial roofing. Please give us a call at 936-852-2044 or visit us at buckhornroofing.com.
And we welcome you back, folks, to the bottom of the fourth inning. And top of the order here for the Hornets as second baseman Josh Stanley steps up to the plate here.
Yeah, he's your past 5 games leader for the Hornets in runs scored at 6. So needing to set the table for his 2, 3, 4 hitters. So see if Stanley can't get on.
Contact made by Stanley to the shortstop as he's trying to run it out at first, and he's thrown out for out number 1.
Went up there hitting. I liked it, just unable to capitalize and get on the bag.
Now batting your Huntsville Hornets, the pitcher, number 3, Noah Nieto.
Maybe up to Nieto to help himself out here, Taylor.
Absolutely, BJ. I was just saying, like, the way that it's been going so far, we've got to see something surely give here, and hopefully Nieto can break through right here for the Hornets.
We just need to start with a hit.
Absolutely. First pitch coming to Nieto's way. Makes solid contact, flying way out there to right field. He's tracking it and staying underneath it, and he makes the out for out number 2. Man, BJ.
Just got underneath it, drove it a mile high in the air, but unable to get it in any open spaces there, Nieto.
So Carson Woods comes up to bat. And we need to see something happen. These are our key hitters right here.
Yeah, I tell you what, Carson broke up the no-hitter against Lake Creek. Maybe he can do it again here in the bottom of the 4th.
First pitch coming from Kime. Strike 1 called to Woods.
Yeah, if there's anyone do it, hopefully Woods can. He's your past 5 district games. He is your average leader, 316. Some big RBIs he's had, especially against Rudder.
Pitch goes outside for ball 1. Got a lot of chatter coming from the Brenham dugout.
Back and forth. Yeah.
Big district game. Oh, off-speed pitch gets Woods there for strike 2 call.
Yeah, way out in front of it was Woods.
So Kime being very effective here with his pitches. Very key player here for the Cubs. 1-2 pitch coming. And it goes for ball 2.
You got both of them now chirping back.
Yeah, both dugouts are talking to each other now.
Got some of the fans, too, right below us.
Ball 3. Full count.
Get on any way you can right here.
Big opportunity here for Carson Woods with a full count. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Woods makes the contact, but it goes foul.
And that's Chris Bet Agency foul ball.
I think that one went out in the street. Got some travelers over here of Brenham urging on their pitcher.
Here comes the pitch. And it's ball 4.
I wasn't sure. It looked like the umpire was going to try to ring him up again.
Right. I mean,
I'm just caught here in limbo.
Your guess is good as mine.
But I'll take it. I'm glad.
So that brings up Van Brady now with Cole Woods on first base here, BJ.
Yeah, Van Brady looking to help his pitcher out, knowing what it feels like up there, what Noah feels like. Maybe see if we can't get this base runner moved around.
Need a solid contact hit here from Van Brady. And here comes the first pitch from Kime, but he looks to pick off.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's you got to be sure to not make those errors on the base path. So Carson's going to have to really key in here. Yes, love to get a runner in scoring position, but you've got to be aware, especially with Kime working slow, working methodically. He's doing that on purpose. He's wanting to keep the runners.
Contact from Van Brady, who runs to first, but he's thrown out for the third and final out. That will conclude the fourth inning. We will get set to head back into this game now, heading into the fifth inning. After these messages, you're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network presented by Wiesner of Huntsville, folks. We'll be right back.
With the new year comes great things, and here at Wiesner in Huntsville, that means lower prices. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, and we're starting the year out by giving our best deals around. Come in and get a 2025 Chevy Colorado starting at only $29,995, or a 2025 Chevy Malibu starting at only $25,995, and get 1.9% APR. Need a full-size truck? Take up to $8,000 off a 2025 half-ton crew cab. Ask dealer for details right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Take advantage of the great inventory here at Wiesner Chevrolet, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
And we welcome you back to the broadcast, folks, as we get set to start the fifth inning. And both teams here have pitched 4 scoreless innings here, BJ.
Yeah, a bit of a stalemate right now. Just going to see which team blinks first. Noah pitching a really good game, keeping the runners. Yeah, he had really one threat, a runner at third base with less than 2 outs. That's really been the only threat on our pitcher for the evening for the Hornets. Hornets really haven't made many threats on the base path. As a matter of fact, they got on, they've been picked off pretty easy. So something's got to break here, and so hopefully not in this inning. Hopefully Hornets can get 3 up, 3 down, get out of this inning, and see if their bats can wake up.
BJ, you think at a certain point with how both teams are playing, like does this become a little bit more of a mental aspect to the game now where somebody just might break or make a mistake?
It certainly leans that way because as you get later in this game,
right.
You know, 1 run's big. 1 run seems like 3. 3 runs that you put on the board. Because early on, you've got time, as the strike's called there, early on, you've got time to make up ground. We've seen that against Rudder. But as it gets later in the game and then the opposing team puts up a run, or you put up a run, then you put some pressure. Oh.
And so we have a 3-1 count here.
He thought about it.
Yeah. It's been a little bit of some back and forth on these pitch calls over here from the umpire. Here comes the pitch. And it's going to go for ball 4. And so the Cubs get a man on first.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to call it a strike, and then he said no, it was outside. He wanted to know that was the motion he was going to make. But I think he battled with that one a little bit, whether or not to call it a strike.
So left fielder number 11, Brady Rouse, steps up to the plate for the Cubs here. And they're going to have a pinch runner come in at first as well. So Cubs are preparing themselves to get real aggressive on these base paths. Again, something's got to happen. So, and Nieto is up to 56 pitches right now. And strike 1 called.
Yeah, I think that is Brody Hemmon coming in to pinch run, courtesy run.
Shows bunt, and it's going to stay along the line. And, oh, he goes to make the throw to first, but it's not caught. It was in a very, very difficult position there for Brian Parker Jr. to make the play. Goes off his glove, and runner will advance. So we now have runners on the corners here with no outs.
Yeah, I couldn't see if he was running in the lines. Coach isn't arguing it there, so.
It was a very tough call there. It was hard to see, and Nieto did look pretty frustrated. And then now we have Jennings coming out to the mound to talk to Nieto. Cubs fans are pretty fired up right now.
Yeah, that's a tough deal there for Nieto. It was a good bunt placed down, and the ball just carried into the runner. Was not watching, so I couldn't see if he stayed within the lines there, but I don't see Coach Jennings arguing it too much, so he must have stayed. We had that call on us there in Brenham. We had someone lay down the bunt and was called in the base path instruction. They were running to the inside, too far inside of the baseline and not staying in the runner's lane. So, but I didn't see Coach argue it, so may not have happened.
So Coach Jennings will head back to the dugout after his mound visit there with the team. Maybe get the guys to settle down a little bit.
Yeah, it's in these moments there. You got to settle them down, especially your starting pitcher, the one who made the throwing errors. Got to calm him down. Know that trust your defense behind you. You got Jackson playing in, infield playing in. Well, the corner is playing in. See if we can't cut that runner down at home if need be. Oh,
bunt show. Brian Parker, can he make it?
Yes.
And he makes the out for the first out.
Much
needed out there from Brian Parker Jr.
Way to go, young man. Got into foul territory to get that one. That could prove to be a big play.
You can't underestimate Brian Parker Jr. on his defense, as he is very, very capable first baseman who makes some key outs. Great job by Brian Parker Jr. for the awareness and the hustle to make that play in the foul territory. So we have one out with runners on the corners. And Nieto takes his pitch, and it's called ball one.
Yeah, big out right there. Double play gets you out of the inning. You still can watch, and in a tight ball game like this is where we were talking about as it gets later in the game. The one run sitting over there, the runner on third, is a big potential run that you've got to watch out for and try to cut down.
Pickoff attempt goes to first, and runner gets back.
So another reason why Coach is having coming out there having a conversation is be aware of the situation, be aware of the moment, get the outs where you can.
And that's going to be a 1-1 call.
Yeah, now if Noah can come back here and get a strikeout, that would be big. Oh. Good pitch. This is their number 9 batter, so I like Noah's attack mode here. You just got to come after this guy, especially with 2 strikes. The bunt is most likely off the table. So now you just got to come after this guy being the number 9 hitter before he hands it over to the top of the lineup.
1-2 pitch coming here soon, on the way. And it's going to go for a ball, and the runner is looking
to get caught, see if they can't send the runner at third.
Yep, and the runner advances to shortstop, or to second base as they just give it to him. So now we have runners on third and second. 1 out, 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Hit made.
Oh, come home.
And he throws home. And and he's ruled safe at home. I thought the tag was made, but it was not.
We've got some jawing going on over here, bro.
Oh yeah. That's a little bit testy environment down there. As Brenham wants this game real badly, and they score their first run there with 2 outs now and a runner on third. Yeah. Brian Parker Jr. made a good attempt there to throw the runner out at home, and I thought it was close, but
yeah, the runner just broke on it. If Parker Jr. had seen it in time, he probably could have got him at home, but he got the sure out at first.
Or you think just automatically throw it to home.
Yeah, you think that if you see it, that's where if you maybe have took a glance, because you had time there, right? The ball got to him, traveled to him pretty quickly. He had time to at least look the runner back, and he didn't take that time to look him back, or at least look over at him, maybe get him at home. So
bunt's laid down, and the play is coming home, and they score as the ball seemed to stick there on Nieto. So the Cubs now have scored 2 runs, and a lot of talking is happening from this Hornets dugout, or from the Cubs dugout.
Yeah, Noah kind of threw it from his glove in his hand at the same time, so it didn't come out quickly, and Rao was able to slide underneath that for the second run to come across the plate.
So we got a runner on first, and that will bring up, I missed the batter's number, I apologize, folks, and the runner goes to second. hit goes to right field, and the out is made by Cole Woods, and that will be the final out of the top of the 5th inning. So with that being said, Brenham Cubs score 1 run, and so that will conclude the top of the 5th. We'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network presented by Wiesner of Huntsville. Folks, we'll be right back after these messages.
Country music is different than other music genres. Our artists sing about family, friendship, the ups and downs of this old world, and living this life. Country music tells the story of us. 101.7 KSAM is your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. And you can have this hometown connection right there on your smartphone with the all-new KSAM mobile app. It's in your iPhone and Android app store right now. And we also have direct links on our website, ksam1017.com.
Folks, be sure to tune in to our next broadcast of Huntsville Hornet Baseball, which will be on Tuesday night right here in Huntsville at Hornet Stadium against College Station. Coverage begins at 6:45 p.m. with the Bill Fick Ford countdown to first pitch, with first pitch to follow at 7 p.m. right here on the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel.
Unfortunate there on that one. Got a little snake bit on a couple of those plays there. Brian Parker Jr., I know he'd probably tell you if he had it back, he'd probably look the runner back and at least take a glance. And when he got it, he was, focusing on getting the runner out at first, which he did, and got close to getting him out at home. And then Nieto, man, just tried to make the throw from his glove and his hand at the same time. Nothing behind it, and the runner was able to get underneath that. So a little unfortunate plays there. Those are the things that coach wants you to shore up. But, you're down 2-0. You got 3 bats left coming up here, and see if you can't steal, get some of these runs. You've been down 2 runs before. You can come back and get these.
So Jackson Slater up to bat now for the Hornets. First pitch underway, and it's called strike. Keim is up to 52 pitches now. He's been pitching really well. Hard contact made there by Slater, but it goes foul along the third base line.
Yeah, and he's got some help from his offense there to give him a little bit of encouragement. So Hornets are going to have to find a way to get him out of this ball game. Patient at bats, try to drive up that pitch count. Right now, sitting at 53 pitches is Keim, and so.
Oh-2 pitch.
Oh, hit him.
Ooh, and it hits Jackson Slater, and he will go to the first baseline. And that's going to bring Brian Parker Jr. up to bat.
Yeah, Brian Parker can do a really big job here. Get the runner moved over. Try to find some open grass, open turf out there in the outfield, and see if you can't hand the bat down to the next player. Checking on Jackson there. Gives a thumbs up, saying, I'm all right. It hurts a little bit, but I'll get over it. Kid's a gamer. He's not going to come out of this game.
Not at all. So Slater takes his lead off, and hopefully Parker Jr. can get something rolling here for the guys.
Yeah, you got the runner. You got the third baseman Maurer expecting bunt.
First pitch is called ball.
Yeah, Parker's got the right side of the infield wide open. So he has also right field open if he can get the ball down inside that first baseline.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Parker Jr. makes contact, and it goes foul.
Yeah, you got the Huntsville crowd doing a good job urging their batter, urging BP. See if we can find a hit here. Get that 0 off the board for hits.
Absolutely. 1-1 pitch. Parker Jr. hits it up the middle of the shortstop.
Oh.
And double play coming, and they got it. Which is unfortunate there for the Hornets. 2 outs made on that double play. And that's going to bring up Austin Taylor.
Yeah, that one just bounced right to Hart. Hart able to make the easy transition over, well, not so easy. It looked like it came out stuck in his glove just a little bit, but Mendoza able to get that over to first to Curtis to get that double play. Oh.
Wow, first pitch from Keim, called strike. It's really confusing because it doesn't even seem like the ball goes over the home plate, but when it hits that outside corner, I mean, that umpire is calling it.
He's going to go back out there for it.
Yeah, why not? The pitch is way out there. It's hard for the batter to even get to that. So, but that one's called a ball, so we got a 1-1 count. Austin goes swinging on that one for strike 2.
Yeah, you got to protect that outside plate. If it's anywhere close to that outside plate, you're going to have to try to protect it because you've got a strike being called on a majority of those that are headed out there. Going to go for it again.
Yep, 2-2 count.
Haven't seen anything different. He's going to keep trying to go, I would imagine, go to that well.
Contact made from Taylor. It flies up there, and the second baseman gets under it for the 3rd out of the 5th inning. That concludes the 5th inning for the Hornets. And your score, Brenham Cubs 2, Huntsville Hornets 0. We'll be right back after these messages and the top of the 6th inning. You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network presented by Wiesner of Huntsville. We'll be right back.
Huntsville wakes up to the all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy. Get a positive start on your workday with local news, weather and sports, and some inspiration and laughs to warm you like a hot cup of coffee. And now you can join the daily conversation with Brian and Tracy by calling or texting the KSAM listener line at 936-295-4102. Come on, neighbor. The all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy on 101.7 KSAM.
Hey fans, we want to make sure you keep up to date with all things regarding your hometown radio station on social media. Follow us on Facebook, X, and on Instagram at KSAM-1017 for all the latest in Huntsville and Walker County. Top of the 6th inning, Cubs leading the Hornets right now with a score of 2-0. And Nieto is back on the mound, BJ, as he's been very effective. Obviously, last inning, a couple of defensive errors had come into play on those runs scored by the Cubs, but nonetheless, still just a 2-run game.
Yeah, those do not count as earned runs. Those are runs on the board, but they were not earned. So Nieto, 4 strikeouts so far on the evening, no earned runs, but those runs up there are looming really large right now.
Yes, indeed. Hornets have just been unfortunate to be able to get anything going with their bats tonight, so Nieto is going to continue to try to keep things alive here and do his best. And first hit comes over here to Harding, and he makes the out to Parker Jr.
Yeah, Harding plays a really good shortstop. He's got a really good arm, so he can play back on the ball just a little bit because he can trust his arm to get it over there. So good job of getting Mendoza out. You definitely want to cut down this inning after they got 2 runs in the top of the 5th. You want to be sure to not let them capitalize and get even more momentum so your team can come in the bottom of the 6th.
Strike 1 called there to Benke.
Yeah, was not granted the timeout there.
No.
Waited too long. Noah's already in his windup.
And that's ball 1 there. Nieto works fast, so you can expect that. And ball 2 there. 2-1 count. You may hear on the broadcast a very vocal Brenham Cubs dugout. The hit skied way up there. Parker Jr. is underneath it, and he makes the 2nd out.
That was hit a mile in the air.
Way up there.
That's a big out, though, to get with Benke. Getting Mendoza and Benke out right there.
So this brings up right fielder Luke Hardy for the Cubs. And we've been flying pretty quickly here in this game as we're now 2 out. The Cubs are now have 2 outs here at the top of the 6th. And Nieto throws a strike right now, working real fast here. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Big contact made, and it flies up foul. That one did actually go out in the street.
Yeah, nobody driving by, so. That one, somebody may just earn a baseball out there on that one. There we go.
Big, awesome pitch there from Nieto for his 5th strikeout of the evening. You got to be really proud of him from that last, just that last inning there. And so we head to the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, your pitcher's out there doing his job out there. The offense has got to wake up and do something. You've got your bottom 2 coming up, and then you hand it over. So you don't need to get them all back here, but it wouldn't hurt to get one.
This is it, BJ. We'll go to a quick break, and when we come back, Hornets up to bat. You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network presented by Wiesner of Huntsville. We'll be right back.
With the new year comes great things, and here at Wiesner in Huntsville, that means lower prices. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, and we're starting the year out by giving our best deals around. Come in and get a 2025 Chevy Colorado starting at only $29,995, or a 2025 Chevy Malibu starting at only $25,995, and get 1.9% APR. Need a full-size truck? Take up to $8,000 off a 2025 half-ton crew cab. Ask dealer for details right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Take advantage of the great inventory here at Wiesner Chevrolet, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
This broadcast of Huntsville Hornet Baseball is brought to you by Bill Fick Ford. No bull, just good deals. And by Buckhorn Roofing. Expert roofing solutions in Huntsville, Texas. Protecting your home one shingle at a time.
Got Hager coming in to hit.
So Cody Hager comes up to bat for the Hornets. And we got to see something happen here, BJ.
Yeah, Hager coming in to bat. Hager went really well last night. Got 1 for 4 last night, but he is your hit leader for the last 5 district games with 6 coming into tonight's game. Actually, he and Woods have tied for the 6 hits last 5 games. So Hager can do some damage here just to get on the base path and try to hand it down to Q, see if Q can move him around.
So Hager up to bat, and Kimes still in the game with his pitch thrown. And he's now thrown 63 pitches in this game.
Yeah, he's been really effective, and maybe you've had a little bit of help behind the plate.
0-1 pitch, and that goes for ball 1.
But if I were him, I'd keep going to that outside pitch.
It's working, so if you're going to get it, why not?
Yeah, you just have to scoot closer to the plate, and they'd be expecting those and try to hit those opposite field, because right field is playing way over. That's a hit.
Contact made there by Hager. Hager's going to try to run this out to first, but that shortstop made an exceptional stop and throw to the first base for the first out there in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, did a sliding play, able to pop up and get that over to first base. I thought Hager was going to be able to beat that one out, but you just got to tip the cap there for Hart. Hart made a really good play on that ball.
That was a very, very good play there by Dalton Hart. And now the catcher, Quentin Chandonnet, is up to bat here for the Hornets. It's been a tough one so far, BJ, but still got plenty of game left.
Yeah, and you got the last at bat, so no matter what happens here, you get to come back and.
And that's strike 1 called there to Chandonnet. Ball 1. Kime has been doing a great job, and he's had fantastic defense behind him tonight. Contact there coming from Chandonnet deep into center field, and the second out is made by the Cubs for the fly out.
Yeah, Chardonnay put a good swing on it, got underneath it, and Coringer was out there just sitting on it, waiting on it to come to him.
So top of the order now for the Hornets with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning, and so let's see what we get here from Josh Stanley.
Yeah, he need a hit. Just need to get at least a hit here coming in the bottom of the 6th.
And that's going to be called ball 1.
Don't get a hit here, it just keeps mounting for that next inning, and you're going to hear it from the crowd too. So maybe silence them a little bit, just a hit, get something through the infield, and try to build some momentum for your team.
Well, this is where you fouled off there by Stanley. This is where you kind of wonder when the mental aspect really starts to creep in right now, and you know it does. The key is hoping that the Hornets, I hope, are not feeling deflated by the way their bats have been going so far tonight.
There we go. Get on the board.
And there it is. Look at that. As I speak, Stanley with a great base hit there between third and short to get on first base.
Yeah, that's what you need there. You know, even though there's 2 outs in the inning, we've seen our Hornets score some runs, big runs with 2 outs. That's your top of the lineup. You got Noah. He's probably feeling a little angry. May get angry at that ball here. Would I love to see a 2-run homer? Yes. But if I want him just put it somewhere in a double, I'd take that too. So let's see what Nieto can get going for himself here.
So that's got to feel good for Stanley and the Hornets as he gets a base hit there, and now a runner at first. And with Nieto up to bat, Nieto
that's trouble.
Sprinting
that's
to first.
Trouble. There we go.
And he gets it. Another base hit made there as Nieto gets the short little hopper there, and the catcher is unable to make the throw to first.
Yeah, he got a swinging bunt there by Nieto, but he will tell you, I will take that all day. He gets on the base. He's going to have a courtesy runner here come in for him so he can stay warm over on the bench, because I would imagine he's coming back out. I don't see anybody in the dugout. I think this is Nieto's game to finish.
So Evan Bell steps in as the courtesy runner at first base for the Hornets, and BJ Colwood's up to bat, or Carson Woods up to bat right now.
Yeah, big play. Keep your head in, young man. See the ball all the way to the bat. Drive it through the infield. You do that, you're scoring 1 at least.
2 outs, runners on second and first. Carson with a big contact out there to center, and it's going to be a fly out for the final out. Very unfortunate, not the way we want to see it go, but that's kind of been the story of the night right now for the Hornets bats at this moment, BJ. I'm not really quite sure what to say.
Yeah, it is. But you got the hit on the board, so you got 1-0 taken off the board there by the Hornets. So I actually got 2 hits. So, you know, got the 0 changed to a 2. Now it's time to get the other 0 changed to a 2 in the bottom of the 7th and score some runs. Keep it where it is. Score those other 2 in the runs. I'll take 3. Let's take a walk-off tonight. What about it?
Sounds great. I'm down with that, BJ. So with all that, folks, we'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network presented by Wiesner of Huntsville. Your score, Cubs 2, Hornets 0. We'll be right back with the top of the 7th inning.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
Folks, our next broadcast of Huntsville Hornet Baseball will be on Tuesday night right here in Huntsville, Texas against College Station. Coverage begins at 6:45 p.m. with Bill Fick 4 countdown to first pitch, with first pitch to follow at 7 p.m. right here on the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel.
Yeah, Nieto's coming back out. He's got a low pinch count here, so it's his to finish. I would imagine still nobody in the bullpen warming up. So this is Noah's. And he's pitched a heck of a game.
Strike 1 called there to Nieto at the top of the 7th inning.
Yeah, he went.
Strike 2 called there for Nieto. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, the umpire called him down. Didn't need to appeal that one. The umpire saw him for swinging strike.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Nieto. And that's going to be ball 1. And that's going to be ball 2 right there for Nieto.
Yeah, he's going to go the outside pitch as well. Might as well. You got your bottom 4 here in the lineup. So these are the 4. These 3 of the 4 that you got to get out right here.
Right. Contact made, and it goes foul.
And you've got pitches to play with. Again, he doesn't have a high. I mean, he's got 80 pitches. You got a really good pitch count coming into this. So doing what he can here to get getting 3 of these bottom 4, hand it back over to your middle of the lineup for the Hornets. See if we can't get some runs on the board.
That's a full count right there. So with Nieto up to 81 pitches, about how much longer do you think he's got in him, BJ?
If he gets a walk right here, I'd see Hunter Moore going to the bullpen, get some throws in. If he's able to get this out, he may extend another at bat without seeing his teammate going to warm up.
Full count pitch, and it goes ball 4. And that will send Evan Curtis to first base.
The fielder number 11, Brady Rao.
So the Cubs get a runner on first here at the top of the 7th inning. And that's going to bring up left fielder Brady Rao up to bat.
Looks like Hunter's heading out to the bullpen.
That's right. And so you called it, BJ. That's going to send Hunter Moore into the bullpen to get warmed up.
Oh, yeah.
And that goes foul. That was pretty cool because the umpire and Chandonnet are having a laugh about that one as he was literally looking at the umpire as he was watching that ball roll. And they got the call. Brenham didn't seem to like it, but
no, did not like it. First base coach was letting him hear about it, so we're the Cub fans over here.
All right, 0-1 pitch, and the batter shows bunt, and it's going to be a ball there.
That was a tough one right there. That didn't have to be a ball. That was a strike.
All right, 1-1 pitch. Bunt coming.
Oh.
Nieto. And he makes the out at first for the first out there. Runner advances to second. And that will bring up Coring up to bat for the Cubs.
Yeah, able to get that bunt down, able to get the out, so that was good to get that out and want to hold that runner right there at second. You do have Hunter Moore warming up in the bullpen for the Hornets. Good pitch.
Strike 1 call there for Nieto.
Yeah, getting Corey and getting Maurer here is going to be big, especially if you want to try to take it in the bottom of the 7th.
And strike 2 called there. You'd like to see Nieto get this inning done.
Yeah, I would. I mean, the kid's pitched a heck of a game. You'd like to see him get the complete game. Love to see him get a complete game win with a comeback, but being able to stay in this game and keeping your team in it, that he's done his job tonight.
Absolutely. And that's going to be ball 1 right there on that pitch. A little high. One-two count. And pitch coming. Ball goes up high. And Parker Jr. is underneath it to make the out in foul territory.
Yeah, you needed that one. Good job, Noah, getting him to swing at that outside pitch, able to get underneath it, and Brian Parker Jr. able to corral that one in to keep the runner at second, to keep him right there.
So the Hornets have 2 outs here, the top of the 7th inning. And that's going to bring Caleb Maurer up to bat. He goes to show bunt, and it's a ball.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to mess up the view there of Nieto. I don't know if he actually wanted to bunt.
1-0 pitch, and it's fouled off.
Yeah, bunting in this situation, that would really surprised me here, unless Jackson may have been playing deep third. If he moves back out there, they may try it.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And that's ball 2.
Yeah, no, he just wants to come after this batter right here. Maurer is his concern. Keep the runner close to second, but you're just wanting to strike out or ground out of Maurer right here. There we go.
And there's a strike 2 called there as we've got a 2-2 count.
Yeah, he hasn't shown you much of anything. Coring had a good hit earlier, but Maurer has struck out. Grounded out and bunted out.
2-2 pitch. And there's the hit up there to Harding. Harding fires it to first base.
Good.
And he gets the 3rd out. That will conclude the top of the 7th inning. And your score, Brenham 2, Hornets 0. We'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network presented by Wiesner of Huntsville.
With the new year comes great things, and here at Wiesner in Huntsville, that means lower prices. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, and we're starting the year out by giving our best deals around. Come in and get a 2025 Chevy Colorado starting at only $29,995, or a 2025 Chevy Malibu starting at only $25,995, and get 1.9% APR. Need a full-size truck? Take up to $8,000 off a 2025 half-ton crew cab. Ask dealer for details right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Take advantage of the great inventory here at Wiesner Chevrolet, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
And we're back here. You've got Keim on the mound for the Brenham Cubs. He's looking to finish it up, just like Noah coming out there for the 7th inning. And you've got Van Brady, Jackson Slater, and then Brian Parker Jr. coming up for your Hornets. Looking to put at least 2 on the board. If they can get 2 on the board, they extend this game. If they get 3, they can walk it off. And so I know for those watching on the broadcast, that's what you want. That's what we want. We want to see a Hornet walk-off. So you got Van Brady, the hero of Tuesday's game versus Brenham Cubs. So see if Van Brady can get something started here on this first pitch from Keim to start this bottom of the 7th. First pitch, foul ball. Van Brady going up there attacking. 0-1 count here to start things off. You got both crowds urging him on. And that's going to be out number 1. Reeled in by the first baseman, Curtis. So Van unable to reach with the fly ball. It is now Jackson Slater's turn to try to see what he can do. Previously hit in his previous at bat, able to shake that off. The kid's a gamer. Shake it off and get in there to bat. Try to get something started here with 1 out, and the Hornets down by 2. It's going to hang up in the air, and that's going to be reeled in by Coring. 2 outs now for the Hornets, coming down to their last out here. Last out, Brian, you got somebody coming in. You got Colton Gilbert now coming in for Brian Parker Jr. to hit.
Contact made, it goes up. And that is the 3rd out there for the Brenham Cubs.
Well, not the way you wanted that one to end for sure. You had 3 chances right there to get those 2 runs. Unfortunately, those 2 runs are unearned. I know Coach Jennings is going to have a talk with his kids about those situations. Those are maybe some of the situations we're talking about when we went out to meet. Sometimes that happens. That's a game of baseball. You got to push through it. Hornets found themselves on the 3-0 in victory, find themselves on the 2-0 loss here against Brenham.
Yeah, BJ, that's a real tough one to see there for the Hornets as they do fall to the Brenham Cubs 2-0. And so that's going to likely keep the Cubs, I believe, in the 3rd spot in district, while the Hornets are going to remain in 4th. And so, but a lot of key district games still coming up here with College Station now is where the focus shifts to next week. And, but unfortunately it was just bats were not there tonight for the Hornets.
Yeah, they weren't. They found themselves also into some base running errors, which kind of killed what could have been a big inning as well, and then also made some errors on the defensive side of not really errors, just plays in which Brian Parker Jr. probably tell you I got to look that runner back. A play in which Noah is probably saying I got to make that stronger throw to catcher. So they weren't these huge errors on defense, but nonetheless they allowed those 2 runs to score.
Yeah. And that's the way that it goes. Well, folks, with that, we are going to go to a quick break here, and we will be heading into our post-game show where we will get comment from our coach, Justin Jennings, on tonight's game, and also more to come as well from BJ as we continue to carry out the rest of our post-game show with you here in the Hornet Baseball Stadium. So we thank you so much for tuning into tonight's game, and don't go away as the post-game show is going to be starting up here shortly after these messages. You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network presented by Wiesner of Huntsville. We'll be right back after these messages.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion hitter, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in the calf rovement.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
Huntsville wakes up to the all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy. Get a positive start on your workday with local news, weather and sports, and some inspiration and laughs to warm you like a hot cup of coffee. And now you can join the daily conversation with Brian and Tracy by calling or texting the KSAM listener line at 936-295-4102. Come on, neighbor. The all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy on 101.7 KSAM.
And we welcome you back, folks, as we now head into our Hornet Nation post-game show here. Huntsville Hornets fall to their district rival tonight in Brenham by a score of 2-0. And what bright spots can be said tonight is about pitcher Noah Nieto and the way that he pitched in this game. But BJ, just tell us a little bit about just the way that this game went tonight. I mean, we didn't see a whole lot of offense come from our Hornets, and it was a tough one.
Yeah, it was. Both teams really strong on the mound. You had Keim throwing a really good game, had a no-hitter going into the bottom of the 6th, and we were able to break that up with 2 hits, but unable to capitalize on it in the bottom of the 7th. No Nieto, yeah, what a game for that kid. Started off the game and recorded 21 outs, no earned runs. You did have 2 runs on the board. They were both unearned, but Brenham got on the board at the top of the 5th inning after Caleb Maurer grounded out. Dalton Hart hit into a fielder's choice. Both scored a run. And then Keim, what do you say? The hurler just allowed 2 hits over 7 innings, striking out 3, walking 2. Nieto, unfortunately, took the loss for Huntsville. One that, he really shouldn't have taken the loss. Offense was just unable to get things started. Snake bit themselves on the base path. Turned what could have been a strong inning into something that they couldn't get started. So, Nieto, Stanley, they did what they could, but unable to really get the win out of this one. Coach is going to have a talk with them. This is not one that you really hang your head down too much. You had this game. You were in this ball game. Things didn't go your way, and you faced a tough pitcher. Remember, this kid shut out Montgomery Lake Creek. This kid put up 6 strikeouts in 7 innings versus College Station. So you were probably going against their ace. You just had to do something about it, and you were unable to. So you took 1 out of 2. That was the goal, to at least take 1 out of 2. Taking both would have been a little extra. That would have been definitely something that you would love to do, but it just didn't happen tonight.
Right. Well, we have, in just a few moments, head coach Justin Jennings will be joining us here, and he is going to be speaking with us as we head into this next segment of our postgame show and hearing from our Huntsville Hornets baseball coach, Coach Jennings here, as he joins us for this very moment. Well, Coach, glad you could be with us. I know it's not the result that you and your guys wanted tonight, but Tell us a little bit about your thoughts tonight in this Brenham team and the way your boys played tonight.
Hey, what a great ball game. You know what I mean? I told our guys, we just, they lay down 2 perfect bunts, and that ended up being the difference in the game. Their guy on the mound was just really good tonight, and we just couldn't string enough together to get anything going.
Yeah, it appeared that Noah Nieto had pitched really wonderful tonight despite the loss, but I know that the bats seemed pretty cold tonight from your team, and I guess sometimes that's just the way that it goes tonight. Is that kind of what your message was to your guys?
Well, yeah, we give up 2 hits. We gave up 2 hits tonight. We had 2 hits. There's only 4 total hits in the game, so just really good on the mound by both clubs, and he was good. He was really good. They put down 2 perfectly placed bunts. We have a play at first, and we did the right thing. Brian did what he's coached to do. If the throw was coming from the outside, we try to get over there, and Noah kind of crossed him up there a little bit, but again, it's a great bunt, so we had to speed up the play, and we don't make it. And then the leadoff guy, who's a good player, and he hadn't really done much in 2 games. Hit some balls hard, but didn't have anything to show for it. He lays down a great, perfect bunt, and the only play we have is at home, and just gets stuck in Noah's glove. So, but again, you can't win if you don't score. So, their guy did a good job of keeping us off balance tonight.
Yeah, that's a very talented pitcher over there with Brenham, and now you got to be proud of the fact that at least your team manages to split the series here with Brenham, and so now tension comes with College Station coming here next week, which is going to be a big challenge, big test. What do you have to say now to the team as you move past this Brenham team and now looking ahead into what's coming, because there's a lot of substantial games coming up?
I'll be honest with you. It's probably something I shouldn't tell you guys, but I'm going to tell you anyways. I told our guys after the game, the first thing I said was, did you see those guys celebrating after that game? And they said yes. And I said, what does that tell you? And, a few of them said that, that was a big game for them. And, they didn't expect to come in here and get a win. And I said, absolutely. I said, that is the biggest standout from tonight is when people come here and knock you off, it's a big deal now. You know what I mean? And it hasn't been that way in a while. And, kind of that we've arrived moment type thing, So we've been telling them, like, look, we're just as good as anybody in this district. And we believe that. And, when stuff like that happens, I want to make sure and point it out because I want them to believe it. And we competed well tonight. I have no complaints about anything that went on tonight, It's a great ball game. It's fun to be a part of. I'm sure it was fun to watch. They executed 2 perfectly placed bunts, and that's the difference in the game. They have 2 hits, and we have 2 hits, and, we get a guy in scoring position there late, and Carson Woods hits a ball really hard to right center. The ball's hit well, and, just holds up long enough for their guy to get there. So I think that's the biggest takeaway is, it's a big deal to come to Huntsville and win now. And it's been, a long time since anybody's been able to say that. So big week next week for us. Essentially we're 1 game up on them because, we took 1 from Brenham and Brenham swept them. But it was 2 good ball games between them a couple weeks ago. So it's going to be a dogfight for us for sure. And they're going to be that way from here on out. Every week in this district is very, very tough. So we'll meet tomorrow, and, we'll run through a little brief practice, and then we'll make sure we get in the weight room, and, we'll get ready to go on Monday. And, again, it's going to be big, but I like the fact that, like I've said before, I like the fact of being here on Tuesday night. I think that's huge to start the week with a home game, and get Van. Van will be ready to go, obviously, from the way he pitched this week. But, from a pitching standpoint, we give up 2 hits Tuesday night. We give up 2 hits tonight. So, I really don't have any complaint about that. We threw the ball really well, and we did some good things offensively. It just, we just got beat by a better team tonight.
Well, Coach, your demeanor is always very poised and very steady, and it shows with the way your guys, and I'm pretty confident we're going to see them respond well when College Station comes in here on Tuesday night. So you like to have any send-off or any words for the fans out there who tuned in to tonight and following this team?
Just the usual, man. I appreciate everybody showing up tonight. Another good crowd, and, the atmosphere was great. They had some students here that were getting after our guys a little bit, and, we responded. Everything was great, man. Again, I just there's not enough good things I can say about what's happening. I mean, we got things going in the right direction. We got to continue pressing forward. So appreciate everybody watching online. Appreciate everybody being here, and make sure we show up next week and be good for our kids.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Coach, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us, and
Absolutely.
We wish you all the best coming up next week.
Thank y'all.
Yes, sir. That's Coach Jennings here with us, folks, and got some great district games coming up here this next week. And BJ, you got to hear Coach's thoughts there on this game, and he's got a great group of guys over there. You know them yourself, and you know that they are going to have all that they need to be able to respond for these next strenuous set of games coming up for them.
Absolutely. And do you want to win every game? Yes. Are you going to? No, you're not going to. So you got to have some takeaways from it. And this is one you heard Coach right there. I mean, there's some good takeaways that you get from a 2-0, a loss 2-0. That's not anything that you have to just hang your head down about. You had a strong pitching outing. Again, Hunter Moore doesn't have to come in. You get to save his arm for if you need him in a big game coming up. Van Brady, stellar game on Tuesday. Noah, great game today. So you're okay, and you're still good, looking good in district play. So nothing to panic about for sure. And you don't see that. You don't sense that from Coach. You don't sense that from the players. You just sense the, oh, man, we didn't win that one. We're going to come back out here and we're going to show out on Tuesday. So, these kids are going to be okay. They're resilient. We probably wear it more than they do. So they're going to come back and be fine, and they're going to do their jobs as they come back. So I look for Van to have another big game on Tuesday. I look for the offense to get some hits and put a lot of runs up on the board and flush this one. That's all you can do. That's what I tell a lot of the athletes, even my own daughter there. Just flush it. Forget about it. You got to have a bad memory and just move on to the next one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, as we mentioned earlier, folks, our next broadcast for the Huntsville Hornet baseball team will be here in the Huntsville Hornets Stadium on Tuesday night as they host College Station, and coverage will begin at 6:45 p.m., okay? So make sure you'll want to tune into that next week. We'll be right back after these messages. We'll do our one final send-off, final thoughts, and close it out from here. Again, you're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. We'll be right back.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion hitter, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in decaf roadman.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
Hello, this is John Burleson, president of Buckhorn Roofing. We specialize in residential and commercial roofing. We do roof inspections and roof replacements. We offer a 30-year architectural shingles that comes with a manufacturer warranty and workmanship warranties. On our commercial side, we offer roofing for businesses, offices, schools, and hospitals. Roofs consist of TPO, PVC, and silicone coating. We also can offer up to 20-year, no-dollar limit warranties on all commercial roofing. Please give us a call at 936-852-2044 or visit us at buckhornroofing.com.
And we welcome you back to our post-game wrap-up to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network here on the YouTube channel. So Hornets dropped this game tonight to the Brenham Cubs, 2-0. But we are moving forward, and we're looking ahead to next week's game, in which the Huntsville Hornets will be hosting the College Station High School team here in the Hornets Stadium. BJ, final thoughts. What have we got some things to look forward to now with this team the rest of the way?
Yeah, I mean, just keep looking at the start and pitching. I think you've seen that in a couple of our games and the pitching depth that you heard from Coach. Watch these guys compete. If you have good starting pitching and good pitching in general, you can compete with any team out there. So look for the pitching to continue to go strong as they face some of these other teams as we head into also a clash against you got College Station, but you also have A&M Consolidated that's, coming up later as well. So, just watch these guys. And, a comeback didn't happen tonight, but it did happen with our girls. Our girls did come back and beat Rudder. So a comeback happened in the stadium. It just didn't happen on the baseball field. It happened on the softball field. So if you missed it, go back and watch their broadcast too. And if you're ever at home and around in these games, especially come out Tuesday, watch these guys play Tuesday. You're going to be in for a great show because you got a beautiful field, best field in the district, bar none.
Absolutely.
And you got a great way to watch the game and watch our kids compete. So come on out Tuesday night next week.
Yes. Great words there, BJ. And just want to say a special thank you to our fans for all of your support and tuning in to Huntsville Hornet baseball and softball, even on our YouTube channel and coming out to the games as well. We've been so appreciative to all of you, and we just give you our firm found thanks to all of you for everything that you give to these kids and supporting them. And also to my producer here, Damien, for his help, and also to BJ, co-hosting with you, BJ. It's been a real pleasure, and I really appreciate joining with you, man.
I've enjoyed it, too.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys letting me just be around baseball, call baseball, especially with these kids, because they're just a lot of fun to be around.
Absolutely. Great kids all around here in Huntsville. So tonight's broadcast of Huntsville Hornets baseball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network is copyrighted for the private use of our audience, and any other use of this broadcast or any other transmission or accounts of the game without the express written consent of 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. So we look forward to next week's game on Tuesday as we host College Station. And as we always do, as we wrap up our postgame show, we're going to put our stingers up and do it with me, folks. 3, 2, 1, Sting 'em Hornets. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you on Tuesday. Good night.